Hello, everyone. This is Safari Pat, and I am with Serena, and she is one of our wildlife wonder kids. Serena, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, so Serena, you are one of our wildlife wonder kids, which means that you have done some amazing things to help support wildlife conservation and to help protect animals, especially ones that are endangered. So I have to ask you, how did you get interested in animals? Was this always something that you were interested in growing up?
Yeah, I've always loved animals and have been super passionate about animals. And in my house, I always kind of grew up around conservation. And so when I got old enough to realize that animals needed our help, I was super excited to help them.
That's awesome. Did you have a favorite animal growing up?
Elephant. I
Oh,
love
that's awesome.
elephants.
I love elephants too. So, as a wildlife wonder kid, one of the questions that I have for you is for Girl Scouts, because that's something that you've done a lot of. How did you decide that you wanted to use Girl Scout as a way to help impact conservation? And tell us how you were able to do that.
Yeah, so when I was in seventh grade, my Girl Scout troop kind of disbanded, and our leader, who was my mother, figured out how much money each person had raised through cookie sales. And we each got a check that we got to donate to an organization of our choice. KACF sounded so much more interesting to me because I really got to know exactly where my money was going to go. And I knew that, like, even the littlest thing with them would make a huge impact.
That's amazing. And so with Girl Scout cookies, you were an incredible seller. You sold so many cookies. How many cookies in your last year did you sell? How many boxes did you sell?
My last year selling cookies, I sold over 2,500 boxes.
Oh my goodness, that's insane. 2,500, that's a lot of boxes. That's incredible. And how much money were you able to overall donate to the KACF?
Yeah, with just that last year, I was able to donate about $2,000.
Oh my
And
goodness, that's amazing.
overall, from like all the cookie sales, it was close to 6,000.
That's incredible. Now, you've sold a lot of cookies in your day, Serena. Do you have a favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Right now, it's frozen Thin Mints.
Oh, Thin Mints are my favorite too. I love Thin Mints. And then I'd probably put the peanut butter patties as my number two.
Me too.
So they're all delicious though. Okay, so tell us about the other community organization fundraising that you've been doing to help support wildlife conservation, because I've heard that you've done a lot of great things outside of not only doing cookie sales and raising money that way.
Yeah, so I organized three different events, um, and I partnered with an organization in my community called Go Paint, which is a paint your own pottery studio. And we picked out some rhinos and elephants and jaguars that people could buy and then come in and paint them with us during this event. And 30% of the proceeds would go back to the KACF, and they would get to take home this like super cool ceramic animal.
That's amazing. So how does it feel to you when you do make such a huge impact on conservation? I know in the moment you might not think, but have you had a chance to kind of think about the impact you've made and like how that's made you feel?
Yeah, it's kind of scary almost just because it's like I'm so young and everyone's always like, "Oh my God, you're the Girl Scout." But it makes me feel so happy that I had the opportunity to do this, and I hope that I can still do it for years and years to come.
That's amazing. And I think that's so important, Serena, that this is not only something that you've enjoyed doing, but it's something that you're passionate about and you want to continue to help support wildlife conservation, help protect all of the amazing animals on our earth. And I think that's the most important thing is that you have that drive and that passion, want to continue to help in any way that you can. So one of the things for the KSF that we're really excited about is engaging the kids about the future of conservation. And I have a very important question for you. What would be your message to kids who are watching this video and how they can help support wildlife conservation? How would you suggest to them ways that they can help?
Yeah, I think that it's really important for them to first get educated about kind of what the issue is and kind of the scope of the problem. And I think they need to find an organization that they really feel connected with and that they feel like is doing exactly what they want to do. And then I think they shouldn't get overwhelmed by the big, like how big it is, because every little thing helps. And even just spreading the word about it is super important.
That's incredible. And a great answer, by the way. So one of the big fundraising efforts that you did was helping to raise money for the KACF through your cookie sales and through the community events. And that money was used to help the conservation work that's being done in Nepal and in Tanzania. And I heard that you had an opportunity to go to Nepal. Can you tell us about that experience?
Yeah, Dave offered me to go to Nepal with them to see kind of where all my efforts were going, which was amazing. Like ever since that I heard that they were doing stuff in Nepal, I wanted to go. And it was just like we got to go see the Chapang community where the beehive fences were being built, and we got to go to different orphanages and give them stuffed animals that I had bought for the KACF. And it was just so cool. We got to see all my favorite animals. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Well, I think at such a young age, for all the impact that you've made in conservation, you should be very proud of yourself. You're a wonderful example to kids out there who are looking to help out and are going to be inspired by you for all the great things that you're doing. So I just want to say I really appreciate the time that you took to answer my questions. And I think you've done an amazing job with being supportive of wildlife conservation and helping protect animals. And I'm so super excited that you're going to continue to have this lifelong passion to help out. So thank you so much.